So for today, with the jobs data as the jobs data was reported, we did get a dip for the dollar index back inside of our box. We've been talking about this box. We did get a dip back inside of this box, but we were able to continue to keep support at 104. So 104 does look to be a support area as consistently pretty much making higher lows here. And with this dip back down because of the news. So again, if you're trading that, that would have been a trade that you could have taken back down to the box. And with this one, again, found support here at the box, pushed back out. So now we have two closes here that are above this minor quarter level, which happened before, which is what got us to push up back up to the midpoint mark, to that minor wildcard mark. We talked about that over in Discord as far as the rejection that we're getting right here. We got one close above, and then we got next one below, next one below, and then we got one close right as far as right underneath. So, and then this next one is below, and then all the rest of them have been below. So one close out of, if we call this a touch, so this is one touch, two touch, three touch, four touch, five, six touches, only one close above. So this is what rejection looks like. Um, for it to touch this midpoint, this wild part area six times and only close above it one of those six touches. But in its favor, there is no more news for this week. So with there being no more news for this week except building permits, with that, we can definitely see this one potentially continue to hold this minor quarter level going into the week's end. And with that holding going into the week's end, we can then look to see, okay, what is the next move? Is there a breakdown that occurs underneath this major wildcard area? Does it seek to try to fight back up against this? Does it make its way through this resistance point? We'll be looking to see those things here in the upcoming sessions. And so with that, that is the outlook that we have for the dollar index. We also have here for the UC, GU, and EU ideas. So for the UC idea, we do have that back above the major quarter level of 137,500. And so with it being above 137,500, it is also above all of its moving averages. And now it's working on its fourth straight candle, closing above all of its moving averages and above the major quarter area. That is very big. That's huge. That's major for the UC, showing this amount of strength. We also see with the GU idea, again, this pullback occurring above all of its moving averages. So still holding on to its 20. We alerted over inside of the Discord that it is still holding on to not only 124, but with 124 also holding on to the 20 period moving average. So having support here right now, it is respecting that support level, but we'll see kind of how this one ends the week out, because tomorrow the pound is reporting they are reporting their month-over-month retail sales. So we'll see how those numbers pan out for them, as well as for the EU. We have this idea above all of its moving averages as well on this pullback. Very nice consolidation taking place here. Again, above this minor quarter level, hanging out right here at this midpoint level, at this minor wild card level. Price is just remaining stagnant here. And so we'll see kind of if this does continue to hold, if this does break, then it does have its 20-period moving average underneath it, as well as support here in the 108 300s, right above this minor quarter area. So that's what we're seeing going into the week's end. And so we'll see kind of how things shape up. We do have news being reported tomorrow for the pound that we talked about as far as for their retail sales month over month, as well as for the ECB, their president giving a speech. And those are overnight ideas if you are taking those ideas. And then we also have, as far as those CPI numbers for the month of October coming in for the euro, and building permit numbers for the month of October coming in tomorrow at 8:30 as well. So we'll look to those ideas tomorrow and see kind of how everything pans out and plays out there.